All right, we are live on Ranger Radio, a very special playoff edition of Ranger Radio. Live with me tonight is Ghost. Ghost, how are you doing?
Pretty good. Just getting ready to watch some NLTP playoffs. Should be good.
Yeah, I'm really excited. We're going to be able to see the number one team in NLTP this year in the Red Conference, Sphere Factor. Really number one overall, if we have to be honest. 18-0-0, an undefeated perfect record so far for Sphere Factor. Taking on the Bad News Balls, who are the 8 seed. They went 6-8-4, so they had a lot of ties in there. They were able to get themselves in that 8th playoff spot. Really excited to see this match because, as you know, it's the playoffs. Anything can happen. I think just because Sphere Factor is undefeated so far in the regular season, they are really the Kentucky basketball of Novice League Tag Pro this year.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see them face up against this 8th seed team coming in looking to kind of dethrone Sphere Factor.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've let both teams know that that stream is live. Hopefully we can get going here. We're going to see some great action on Boombox. Boombox, probably the ultimate team map. You have, a lot of clarity in terms of what you need to do to keep the flag in base. And then once the flag gets out, it's all about good communications, good positioning. Do you have any comment on that, Ghost, or
What's up?
all those things that I said?
Oh yeah, no, those are great points.
And then
Yeah,
there was like a pause, and then that's
yeah. Well, you know me.
normally
I'm just kind of
it's sort of
making
that
my
part
appearance.
where yeah, it's sort of that part where like the other commentator says other things, and then it's like
Yeah, no, definitely.
it's all cool like that. It's cool in the game.
Power ups. Power ups should be interesting.
Yeah, power ups are always really
Yep,
interesting
yep.
on Tag Pro
There we go.
maps.
Yeah, and well, it'll be interesting. I keep saying interesting. I gotta stop doing. Anyways, it'll be what's another word for interesting? Let me look on Google. Hang on. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, the team that scores the most points wins. Is that what you want me to say? I don't know what you want me to say about that.
Well, it is true that I mean, in theory, I can't guarantee this, but in theory, I think whichever team scores the most caps um, probably will win, assuming that the other team doesn't score the same number of caps.
Yeah, yeah.
If you
Well, I mean,
kind
but
of
if
follow
you
me.
think about it, if the other team scores the same number, then it wouldn't be the most, you know?
It would be tied for the most, which is kind of
Yeah,
still the
but it
most.
but it wouldn't be the most.
You
Like
know, when
you wouldn't
people are
have one
tied
team.
for the most of something, they say, I got the
Yeah, but
most.
no, they say that I'm tied for the most because I'm a scrub. That's what they say.
Well, they should say that, but they don't. So we do have a Tag Pro mid and a Tag Pro in the Bad News Balls base. Um, well, they're still switching sides. Is that the Bad News Balls base? It looks like it is. So
Three,
Bad News Balls are in
two,
red and
one.
Sphere Factor in blue. They're going to start with a rolling bomb. And we're off. Chris Ball able to grab a Tag Pro mid and Break grabbing a Tag Pro in his base. So Break trying to contain that Tag Pro and maybe cancel it out.
There you go. Nice kiss of tag pros there.
Yeah, Punster is going to be out ahead of two, but Break nipping at his heels. He's going to see if he can get into base, and the blocks just aren't quite set up there. He's got to get around three now.
Yeah, I think Chris Ball probably could have done a little bit better job with that tag pro and base. Unfortunately, he just couldn't get anyone reset.
Yeah, it looked like Moon Ghost was playing a little bit of anti-re and then abandoned it for some reason, and that's exactly when Anze was able to grab and get out.
Nice return by April Fool there. The April Fool, is it even still April? It's still April, right?
It is still April Fool. It is April 7th. Another round of pups coming.
Oh,
Chris Ball already in position. April Fool coming in to chase him out, and April Fool's going to get the tag pro, so good timing there. Punster getting a tag pro as well, so he's going to try to protect Chris Ball. I'll never let you go, he says.
I don't think he said that
You
actually.
know how that movie ends, right? She
No,
lets go.
I don't know. I don't know what movie you're talking about
She
either.
lets go. All right, so Chris Ball is going to score the first cap of this match, 1-0 Sphere Factor. I'll never let go, Jack.
Oh, duh.
Duh. Ghost Bliss. All right, so 8.5 minutes left in this first half. So just as a reminder, I know that this is the first game that I've streamed so far of NLTP playoffs this year. and Punster out with Chris Ball with the TagPro lead. The format is a little bit different than other years. We're playing essentially a best of 5 series with 10-minute games or halves or whatever you want to call them. So in this situation, it's really going to be whichever team can win 3 games first. It could be the same team 3 times, it could be a sweep, or they could go to 5. So it's kind of more like NBA basketball playoff series as opposed to what we've done in the past, which is a little bit more like you're playing 2 games and then trying to you'll go to a overtime or a third if you need to.
Nice reset there. Which team is red again? I keep forgetting. Sphere Factor's blue,
I think you
right?
want to refer to them as the red team. No, Sphere
The red
Factor's
team.
on blue, and red is the
Yeah,
bad news ball.
that's what it
So it's
said.
currently a 1-0 lead for Sphere Factor.
Okay.
Script.
Bliss.
Chris Ball with the last few seconds of a TagPro, trying to make the most out of it before it goes out on him. I think it's just about now it's going to go out on him. So Chris Ball.
There it goes.
Yeah, this is about a second or 2 off, but whatever. It's not my job to keep up timers, dude.
Well, I mean,
it's not like literally
it's
my
everybody's job, you know? It's not literally your job.
It's not like literally my job. I don't do that for a living.
Oh, April Fool missing the tag there.
Yeah, Chris Ball out ahead
of
of 2. This could be dangerous. They have the blocks in place too. Bonsai and Anze putting up nice blocks so Chris Ball can swing in the back door there for a cap. 2-0 for Sphere Factor.
Nice defense there by April Fool to get a reset.
That's not any kind of, I'm not implying anything when I say swing through the back door. I just mean literally he kind of swung behind them.
Just literally, yeah, okay. The literal back door.
Just literally swung through the back door. So it looks like Chris Ball might go ahead and get that rolling button. That might backfire on him unless they can hold this button. And,
which they can.
They do hold the button, but now everybody's there. I kind of wonder if maybe he should have just tried to cap without getting that pup.
Yeah.
You spend so much time getting that pup, you allow the other team to catch up to you. And this is the kind of map where when you're ahead.
My goodness.
Oh, Chris Ball, please.
Chris Ball, please stop. Chris Ball, please. Thank God he's dead now.
God, Break's going to have to send him his medical bills after that.
I know.
Oh. Break,
well, this will be interesting.
If I were Break, I would just boost into the gate and respawn.
Just do it, yeah.
Why wait? Have a Snickers.
Oh, get him Break now.
Oh, Break got his revenge there against Punster anyway. He had the last laugh. So Chris Ball coming into base with the lawnmower here, the Juke Juice TagPro combination, and he's just focused on killing people. He's not even trying to grab and get out. Punster finally joining him on offense, waiting for this booster respawn. Could be a while.
It's gonna be a while, Punster.
Yeah, there you go, Punster.
There it
you
goes.
got it now. That was
Punster's out past 2.
Yep, he's gonna have to figure out how to get past Moon Ghost here, but makes the wrong decision. Winds up getting sort of semi-trapped here. He's gonna have to go back to red base.
Oh, juking out April Fool. Can he get by him again? Oh, almost.
Not quite. Break gonna try to hit one. Oh no, he goes conservative there, opting to stay in front. I thought Break was.
I think that was a good decision by Break there.
It's a high risk play, and if you miss it, you're way behind, and you're not
exactly.
Gonna catch up,
and I think that's why I would label it as a good play by Break. Just focusing on getting ahead.
But it wasn't flashy, though, Ghost.
Oh no, of course not.
I mean, people are.
I mean, I'm not going to call it a top 10 play or anything. I'm just saying it was a good decision by Break getting ahead instead of going for that snipe. That probably wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, I agree with you. Although part of me just kind of wanted to see him try it.
Yeah.
So Moon Ghost able to go pick up a TagPro in his own base, and he's going to use it to try to lead Bonsai out here. Some miscommunication there. April Fool got off of regrab, and for a second there was dangerous.
Oh man.
Punster trying to figure out what's he going to do to get past Break. Gets past Break, but Moon Ghost able to play back up there. Nice job getting that return.
I think that's the second juke that we've seen in that 3 tile right there.
Yeah. 2
people have been passed.
Takes some skill to get juked out in a 3 tile wide space. Like, you have to kind of be trying.
Oh, definitely.
So 2-0 with 3.5 minutes left to go in this game 1 of our exciting playoff series here. Grill Gamer showing up, a little bit too late playing this game unless we do some hot sub action.
Who would Girl Gamer usually play for?
So Girl Gamer is on. He would obviously he's on the Bad News Balls. He would be coming in. I mean, I'm not sure who would be coming out here. I'm gonna assume maybe Moon Ghost. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't want to make assumptions, but
Yeah.
just based on having played them earlier in the season and kind of seeing what their lineups were, I have a feeling Moon Ghost would be the one to come out here. But maybe it's MST. I'm not sure. I could have that backwards. Maybe Moon Ghost played in that game.
Oh, I would like to see Moon Ghost go up through the gate there.
So it
Bonsai's
looks
gonna
like,
have a free TagPro mid.
and he's gonna
Get wrecked by
just yeah
who's that? Who's that?
by MST or Misty as many call him,
MSD.
and he's going to be able
Misty.
to walk in and cap there. So nice blocks in the Bad News Balls base to allow that cap. So now only a 1-0 or a 2-1 lead, one cap lead with 2 minutes left to go. Again, these halves are self-contained games, so it's not enough to say we're going to come back and get them in the second half. The Bad News Balls need to figure out how they're going to cap and tie things up at the very least,
Moon Ghost
or try to
barely
score.
surviving there in 2.
Yeah, Moon Ghost is doing a pretty good job carrying the flag today.
Well, he
Bonsai,
is
one
a
of the better.
ghost, so
Yeah, he's a ghost. So, as are you. You should probably know a lot
yeah.
about ghost
Oh, definitely,
strats.
yeah.
But
No,
Bonsai
it's
definitely
a
one of the.
family brotherhood. Sorry, go
Bonsai's
ahead.
one of the better containers, that we've seen this year in Novice League. So, to be able to evade his tag is something of an achievement.
Yeah. Oh, as he gets wrecked by Chris Ball. Nice one.
Just over a minute left to go in game one. Sphere Factor still with the lead, but Misty's going to see what he can do to come in and change that. The blocks are in place. Can he
Oh,
can he
come
just get
on.
to the
Oh,
flag?
he got
Oh
it.
wow, that was really nice job blocking there
Wow.
by. Oh my God, Break and Moon Ghost did a great job setting up those blocks, and Misty was very patient and just found a way to get in there for the cap. So we are all tied up. The Bad News Balls doing everything they can to pull an upset in this first game,
Ooh,
coming
April
back from a
Fool barely
2-0
evading
deficit.
Bonsai. He's gonna be out past Bonsai. Can he come too? Oh, he goes 2. Oh my god.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, that would be
Oh,
such
that
an
would have been
exciting way
great.
to end that game. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But still an
Oh, but
opportunity here.
Misty.
Misty again. And Bonsai's down grabbing a pup. Oh, this is an opportunity. What a decision
Wow.
there by Bonsai to go get a juke juice instead of playing offensive D. They may have just given away game one with that decision. Wow.
And Moon Ghost is gonna be past 2 here.
I
Oh,
don't know
that's
why
a nice
Moon
one.
Ghost is even trying to get himself in the base. Just stay alive.
Yeah, at that point, I think you gotta just wait for your blocks. He's
Play
gotta get
keep
ahead
away.
here.
See, now they're in a really, really dangerous spot. Break may have saved the game there.
2, 1.
What a game.
So that was an
What a
exciting first
game.
game of our match. The Bad News Balls, the 8th seed, uh, landing the first strike here. Good job, Bad News Balls, taking down Sphere Factor in game one. Oh, that was a good game.
The chills. Yeah, I think that decision to go for that pup by Bonsai was definitely the wrong decision. And he's probably gonna get some talking to at halftime. Or not halftime, in between games. Realize
Yeah,
there's
I mean,
5 games.
I can definitely understand having been caught in that dilemma before, but it's the
Yeah,
kind of
definitely.
map where, you go down for that pup and you're held behind the gate, you're screwed. I mean, you're not going to get back to base in time. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of a game awareness situation. You've got 30 seconds left. You know that juke juice isn't going to make a hell of a lot of difference. You've just got to hold on. So
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna put it all on Bonsai. There also could have been some communication, um, or lack of.
yeah, absolutely. It's
Not
impossible.
saying that he was past 2
Yeah,
is.
it's impossible for us to really know, what was going on in game channel. So my commentary isn't meant in any way to disparage Bonsai's
Oh,
decision.
of
It's
course,
just
yeah.
as a team, that's a situation where obviously you need that player playing offensive D and not,
Yeah.
and not getting that pup. But who's
Yeah.
to know, whether that was just a lack of awareness, whether his team wasn't communicating, whether it was just a bad decision on his part. So,
Yeah.
it's obviously only the first game of a long series. So I'm sure Sphere Factory is going to do everything they can to show why they were the undefeated team, going into this matchup. TagPro Mac Daddy commenting it was communication issue.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that was a very exciting game one. It's
Oh,
in
definitely.
some on some level, it's almost. I mean, just as an impartial viewer, I have no, I did not bet any tag coins on this match. It's kind of exciting to see the underdog
Yet,
win
not
game
yet.
one. You know,
Oh, it
because
definitely is.
because
That's what
nobody
keeps the
wants to
viewers.
see just like a sweep. Where the number one team comes in and destroys the number eight team because like that's what you expect to see, and it's kind of like, I want to see a game where you really have no idea who's going to win, and to see the underdog come in and land that first sucker punch right in the stomach, and come back from a 2-0 deficit to win 3-2. I'm excited. I have no idea who's going to win this match now. Whatever preconceptions I had are out the window. I will say this much: Kentucky went 38-0 before they got taken out. How far will Sphere Factor go? That's the question.
That would be a really good question. And it looks like Girl Gamer is going to come in for Moon Ghost.
That's how it's looking so far. So far, we have Break, Misty, and Girl Gamer in channels. So looks like Nipplefart's going to be able to jump into the game. So we'll see Break, Misty, Nipplefart, and Girl Gamer. That should be a good lineup for the Bad News Balls, who are now in blue. And Sphere Factor switching over to red, sticking with their four starters: Anze, Punster, Bonsai, and Chris Ball so far. So looks like they might be starting kind of soon here. They're raring to go. Both captains giving their last couple pieces of advice to their A squads. So what's your prediction, Ghost? After seeing the way that game ended, what do you think is going to happen with the rest of this series?
Honestly, I'd like to see. I'd like to see. I'm not really sure. Honestly, I think that it's a pretty even matchup considering the seeds. With Sphere Factor losing the first game, uh, that definitely sets you back, and you get in that mindset like, okay, now we got to come back and win. So I mean, if I think if they get shut out this game, it'll be slim pickings.
Absolutely. Those of you in the Twitch chat, feel free to throw your predictions in. Tag Pro Mac Daddy commenting Sphere Factor 3 games in a row. LeBron commenting Break OP. So we'll see. I'm curious. Everybody, throw your predictions in there. Let's see how good of a job this group does in predicting how the rest of this match goes. Honey,
TagPro Mac Daddy says Sphere Factor 3 games in a row. Wow, that's a prediction and a half.
pretty sure I just said that about 20 seconds ago, but
Oh, did you?
yeah, I
Well, I
mean,
mean, I
it's
just thought
okay.
I'd throw a
Sometimes it's
shout
good to
out.
it is good to repeat things from time to time
Yeah,
because sometimes
yeah,
people don't listen. Like
exactly. So for
sometimes your
those of you that
co-commentary
just came in,
doesn't even listen.
yeah,
It's one of the best parts of having a co-commentator, being able to repeat things. It's part of why people listen to Twitch streams.
please, everybody listens to Twitch streams.
All right, so both teams just sitting here. Anze commenting parents, Saz, hold on. So Anze, who is apparently 10 years old, not able to
Wow.
start just yet. I don't think that's actually a fact. I have a feeling Anze's older than that, but I just said that he was 10 years old because um, that was like the first number I could think of. I think it was because the time limit is set to 10 in group, and I don't know,
Yeah.
first number I saw. So let's see what our Twitch viewers are saying. Oh, they're still not saying anything. Wow. They literally have not said anything since I told everybody to write their predictions in. What a lazy bunch of viewers. I like TagPro. I wish we could comment on some.
Yeah, I like TagPro too, like the game itself, and I like watching it, and I'd actually prefer watching it to watching the group chat,
Yeah, the group the
but
group chat is like not legit right now. The
yeah,
viewers are lucky that I made this little splash page. Otherwise, you'd have to watch this totally boring
Oh,
group
they're
chat.
so lucky.
God, group chat's awful. TagPro Ajax commenting, Sphere Factor comes back to win 3-2. Moon Ghost makes passive aggressive comments in team chat. Wow. LeBron saying bad news balls in 5. So kind of that's an interesting prediction from LeBron. So basically saying that it's going to go to a game 5, but that bad news balls are going to win that game 5. See, I personally think that bad news balls, if they want to win this, they've got to find a way to win it in like 4, because I feel like if it goes to a game 5, the momentum swings back to Sphere Factor being the favorite.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
the way it always is in basketball. You see, a sort of upstart underdog team is able to take 1 or 2 games early in the series, but then when it gets to that game 7 and they're back on their home court, I mean, obviously there's no home court here, but back on their home court and they have their fans in the building cheering for them and they remember that they're the favored team, all of those upsets are flushed down the toilet and it's like one game to win it all. The better seed usually wins.
Yeah, definitely. I think if Sphere Factor is gonna lose this one, it's gonna happen in 3 or 4 games. They're not gonna just like let. They're not gonna let them just take it to 5. I think that would be a
3,
bad idea.
Yeah, that'd
2,
be such a massive
1.
like blowout, like not
Yeah, it
blowout,
would.
but I mean upset is what I mean. Like it would just be so crazy to see them get beat, in the first round like this after going
Yeah.
undefeated. So Girl Gamer, freshly into the game, is going to be able to grab a TagPro and Misty with a rolling bomb. So we'll see what they can do together on offense. Girl Gamer already doing some killing, providing a TagPro lead here for Misty, who's going to go 2. Girls staying back on regrab. So the blocks are in place. They just need one more block, and Misty's
Wow.
going to be able to strike first for the bad news balls, who are up 1-0.
Ooh, Misty putting the blocks down on Ans or Anze, whatever,
Yeah,
and then
whatever.
boosting into a gate. Very nice.
Boosting into a gate. If you're going to die, boost into a gate. That's what I've always said.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're gonna die anyways, might as well die in style.
I mean, in life. Literally in
Yeah,
life, I'm saying. You, like, in life, boost into a gate.
yeah, of course. I honestly can't think of a situation where you wouldn't want to boost into a gate.
So Girl Gamer with an opportunity here. They just need to figure out how they're going to get Anze contained, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen before Girl Gamer himself has to run out of base, and he does.
Is it Anze or Ans? I'm really not sure.
I think it's Anze because I think that's how you say the hockey player's name, but I'm just going to continue saying Anze even if I'm wrong because I want to be consistent
Yeah, of
and
course.
I don't want
I
to
think I'm gonna be the inconsistent one, and I'm just gonna keep
you just
switching off.
switch it around. Yeah,
Yep.
that's a really good professional way to run a stream. You should
Yeah,
definitely do that. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, you could be consistent, but like that's no fun.
Just like I could have texture packs and I don't. I just stream in vanilla. Screw me.
Yeah,
Do what
yeah.
I want. So Break
Oh,
managing to avoid all kinds of chaos and stay alive for a while. Like, Break, what do you do? Break, what are you doing? Break, please. You can't do all that and then just get killed. Come on. So Bonsai able to grab a rolling bomb mid, but Grill Gamer ahead of 3. Punster is just playing a game of chess here and
ooh,
loses, gets checkmated by Nipple Farts.
loses, gets wrecked.
Gets right. Well, see, that's harsh. I don't want to.
Oh no, he got wrecked for sure.
Ranger Radio is a place where we don't use words like wrecked,
Yeah. Oh my
got
god.
contained, unable to
Oh
get
my
out of
god.
base.
Yeah. Well, sorry.
It's just a very sensitive stream. We're very
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
mindful, sensitive of people's feelings here on Ranger Radio. No,
Yeah,
we're not. I'm just
I
kidding.
got you.
Oh, Misty ahead of 3. Nice moves against Onze and Punster, and the blocks are definitely real. The Bad News Ball is now able to take a 2-0 lead. I think we're starting to see the armor cracking a little bit here for the number 1 team in the Red Conference, who lost game 1. They're down 2-0 in game 2. What is going on with Sphere Factor?
Yeah, I honestly haven't seen any huge mistakes by Sphere Factor. It's just small little things that are getting the other team ahead, and they're taking advantage of every opportunity they're getting.
Yeah, I mean, the Bad News Balls are doing a great job on pups. Misty able to grab that Tag Pro and pretty much just team kill. Girl Gamer able to get another Tag Pro, and doesn't look like anything's going to come of it because, unfortunately for Misty, that push just pushed him all the way off the flag tile. But yeah, I mean, if you had asked me before the match, I would not have predicted that this is what we'd be seeing. Bad News Ball is just really rising to the occasion here, and showing everybody that just because they're an 8 seed doesn't mean that they're not totally ready to crush in the playoffs.
Oh yeah. I think this is where a lot of the big names come out in NLTP. It's these games right here that kind of show colors.
Oh, totally. You look at last year's playoffs, and I mean, obviously the 4-0s are a story of a team that came in with a pretty much losing record, into the playoffs, squeaked in, and now they're in majors. So it just
Exactly.
shows that you don't need to have a number one seed or the best record to be able to come into the playoffs and you know succeed. It's how you start, how you finish. But something tells me Sphere Factor is going to find a way to get themselves back in this before we're all done. 5 minutes left to go in game two. Bad News Ball's up 2-0. Misty fighting for that button, but Girl Gamer doesn't need it. Chooses to go above, not below. Nipple fart on Punster's heels, but Punster's able to hit a boost, and Girl Gamer gets tracked down.
Chris Ball with the micros. Getting past Grow Gamer. Oh man.
Girl Gamer snipes a little bit behind Chris Ball. Chris
Oh
Ball with
my
some nice
god,
move.
Chris
Chris Ball,
Ball,
how
you
did? Oh
god.
my God, how did he stay alive
What a
that long?
god. Oh sorry, I don't want to be insensitive to anyone. What a excellent TagPro player.
Yeah, I mean
Actually, I guess it would
we
be
do
what
have
an excellent
viewers that
play.
don't
Not,
that don't take kindly to you calling a tag pro player God, but
yeah, yeah.
feel free.
Of
I
course,
mean,
I
we
honestly,
don't have any standards or anything on Ranger Radio, so feel free
yeah.
to say anything you like. We don't have any like quality control. All right, so Anze's going to go back and pick himself up a rolling bomb while Break runs circles around the map. Nice boost. I think we were told to say Chris Ball Bliss anytime Bad News Ball's cap. I kind of forgot to do that earlier.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
You don't remember that earlier when Anze specifically told us to say, or not when Honey Bear specifically told us to say Chris Ball Bliss?
I don't know if you realize, but I don't really pay attention that much.
I'm starting to.
Yeah, it's like a thing of mine. I just kind of,
It's like one of your
yeah,
your things that you do. That's nice.
yeah, pretty much. I just kind of do it.
Just doing it. So Girl Gamer is gonna go flag pro and probably still be able to stay alive here. Misty doing a nice job of holding button for his teammate.
Ooh,
Oh wow.
Anze missing the snipe.
Yeah, that was whiff.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was whiff-tastic. So an opportunity here for the Bad News Balls. Misty had a 2. Can he juke out in a 2-tile space? Not this time, Anze. Or 3-tile space, excuse me. May as well be a 2-tile space. So Misty waiting for that mid-pop and is rewarded with a juke juice. Wah, 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 wah.
Ew.
Juke juices are kind of
Oh,
gross.
go one there,
He had
Punster.
it,
Go
he
one.
had it, and then he changed his mind.
Oh, yep, that was a cap.
Yep. Opportunity missed.
Break past 3.
Chris Ball
Chris
better be
Ball's got to
careful
stay
here.
alive here.
Break sees three Sphere Factor balls in his way and I'll just go between all of you. No big deal. I'll just split you. It's no big deal.
Yep.
NBD. Flag carrier's kiss, and Misty's gonna grab with a rolling bomb. Only a few more seconds on it, so he has to pretty much pretend he doesn't have one. It is out, so Break's gonna see what he can do here to boost somewhere and get a return. Nice.
To boost up into base and not kill anyone. That's okay though. Misty's
Misty
getting
with
a
a
tag
rolling
pro
bomb.
defused.
That's called
I
a
mean,
rolling bomb.
yeah, that's what
Actually,
I meant. You know what I meant.
it's like a tag pro, but it's not in any way
Well,
like a tag
we
pro.
all saw the rolling bomb, and I think it's just common courtesy to just not correct things.
You're failing to consider that we may have visually impaired listeners.
Oh, we
This is
might. You're
Ranger
right.
Radio.
This
by the
is
way.
the real Ranger Radio.
Yeah, but we don't have
You
any
should change
standards
it.
here. I mean, please feel free. Say anything you want.
Just say anything.
You
Yeah.
can call a rolling ball my TagPro. It's not a big deal to me. I mean,
Yeah, of course.
you know,
No standards kind of thing.
we don't have music or anything. I mean, there's
Yeah.
no like, you know, no actual
Yeah, it's pretty
standards.
much just bare bones,
I'm just sort of one of those streamers that just kind of streams my Google Chrome window. So there's
Oh,
really no
yikes.
like, you know, no nuance to the way this stream
Yeah.
operates. So less than a minute left to go. Bad News Ball's on the verge of winning game two in a best of five. So that would be pretty huge for them. Chris Ball trying to do something about that, and looks like he's going to be able to.
Oh,
Oh, break
wow.
it! It gets boosted off. So that was a good sacrifice there, allowing a cap there. So maybe we shouldn't speak too soon. 30 seconds is enough for Sphere Factor to come back here if they're so inclined.
Yeah, I think that cap was just a kind of a little bit too long of a delay by Misty waiting for mid. Probably should have went up and contained a little earlier. Again, that isn't like a huge mistake. It's a minor kind of like in the moment decision.
Yeah, and Girl
It
Gamer
probably
looks
could have
like
been
he might be
communicated.
home free here. This is going to be the
Three,
end of the game.
2, 1.
So Bad News Balls winning game two of their 5-game playoff.
Oh,
Wow, I did
snap.
not think we would be in this situation. The 8 seed now up 2 games to nothing on the undefeated number 1 seed. Ghost, did you think there was any chance of this happening?
Honestly, I did. I think that these two teams are considerably evenly matched. Even though they're complete opposites on the seed board, I think they're both really good teams that deserve a shot, and I think that the team that takes advantage of their opportunities is going to get there. And so far, we're seeing that from Bad News Balls, and we're not seeing as much capitalization on opportunities from Sphere Factor. I mean, not to be, offensive or anything. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Well, you may have
You know,
already.
I have to abide by some standards, even if you don't have any. Like on the
Well,
stream, kind of thing.
well, I don't know. So, yeah, I'm not sure what to say at this point. I mean, certainly the Bad News Balls are, a talented team, and they're showing today just how talented they can play. I still feel like, this is a little bit of a surprise that like Sphere Factor isn't really bringing their A game today. It's,
Yeah.
hard to see how you could go through a season undefeated, 18-0-0, and then come into the playoffs on, a classic map by Boombox and just get beaten your first 2 games. I mean, part of me would love to see them come back and win the next two so we can see a thrilling game five that anybody can win, but I'm starting to wonder if that's even realistic anymore.
Honestly, I mean, I feel like it's one of those situations where you go into the, first round of the playoffs either with a bye or playing a lower ranked team or a lower seeded team, and you just kind of expect to win. And I think that teams take advantage of that very easily.
Yeah, I'm going to tree this again because this is amazing.
It's amazing.
So, what are our Twitch viewers saying, Ghost, while I tree this?
They're basically just saying break the god. Apparently, these two teams played last week, and Bad News Balls got shut down. Uh, 0 caps in 40 minutes. So that's interesting that they played last week, and I think they're coming back to play this week, and showing them that last week was kind of a mistake.
Yeah, it's interesting when you come in and you say something in the Reddit, um, the Reddit, you know, thread about why should I have to play a scrub team 2 weeks in a row, and then that scrub team just starts
Yeah,
throttling you in the playoffs. But you do see that sometimes in basketball or other sports where you have series like this where you play a team at the end of the season and it goes one way, but then in the playoffs somehow the team, it's like, have you ever heard that statement? It's really hard to beat a team 3 times in the same year, like in football. Like, you play them twice in your division, but then you meet again in the playoffs, and the team that lost the first two comes back and finds a way to win in the playoffs. It's because they play each other so much, they're so familiar with the strats, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like we are going back into game 3. This is thrilling to any viewers who just joined Ranger Radio. The Bad News Balls, the 8th seed, currently up 2 games to 0 against Sphere Factor, the number 1 seed, undefeated, 18-0-0, the Kentucky Basketball of NLTP. I'm excited by this. Commentating with me is Ghost, who's doing a great job. He doesn't have a lot of standards, but he has some.
I mean,
And
the ones that I do have are very real.
yeah, I just got kicked. Did everybody get kicked? Yeah, I think.
Oh
we
yeah,
all
they
got
they
kicked.
definitely just ended the game. It looked like somebody was having some lag issues.
Yeah, that's cool. Nobody liked their spawns, so they decided
Yeah,
to
of
go
course, or their power up.
back to
It's
group. I mean, that's a good strat. I mean,
yeah.
I'm in favor of those sorts of strats. Something really interesting in the pregame, and Ghost probably you weren't paying attention to this either, but no, I'm just kidding. You weren't part of any of this in the pregame. But there was a point where Tantru said that if the Bad News Balls beat Sphere Factor, he would eat a sock.
What?
I'm not kidding.
No way.
He said that if the Bad News Balls beat Sphere Factor today, he would eat a sock. And at the time, I wasn't really very concerned, but I'm really concerned for his health. He's going to have to eat a sock now, like an actual sock. We didn't even specify what kind of sock,
it's
but he has to eat
possible.
one.
Did he specify how many games Bad News Balls had to win?
No, but I think it was implied the whole match, that's how I took it.
I mean, I think when he says if Bad News Balls win a game,
I don't
which they
think
most certainly have.
that's not what he meant though. I mean, listen, I'm not going to hold him to eating a sock based on speculation. If the Bad News Balls win this match, he has to actually eat a sock. And the group
I think
leader
we
is
should get a
not the
live stream of
joiner.
that as well.
Yeah, we're definitely going to live stream that. So
Yeah.
a little bit of hijinks here. Anze commenting, Anze literally Hitler, getting kicked back to group. So Punster with a sort of halfway funny joke. I used to be a banker, but I lost interest.
Yeah, in the TagPro world, we call that getting punned. It's actually one of his many things that he does. He just spams terrible puns. And
I'm not even gonna click over until we actually get in a game. If this looks like a game, so
I'm in a game. All right, so it looks like we're gonna have 2 rolling bombs, each in the base, and TagPro mid. This will be an interesting outcome. God damn, is it interesting?
3, 2, 1.
All right, so that TagPro mid is going to be a yummy, tasty treat for whoever can get it. Looks like Punster has the inside edge on it and does get it. Meanwhile, Chris Ball getting rolling bomb and Grill Gamer getting rolling bomb, so 2-1 in favor of the Sphere Factor gentleman in blue. On those puppy pups.
Puppies.
So Chris Ball out with Punster in front of him, and this looks like this could be an early cap here for Sphere Factor. Although Punster's TagPro goes out, so never mind. Chris Ball's going to have to take either a little bit of a lap or a really nice boost angle here.
Or
there's just not enough people there to
here.
provide blocks. So Grill Gamer is going to be able to get at least partially out of base here, but I don't think he's getting much further at this point.
Well, that's just being a downer,
What?
It's the almost juking pass too there in the 3 tile.
Yeah, we've seen too many 3 tile jukes today, just more than there should be.
Oh my god, Anze, please. Or Anze?
See, this is why they say breaks a god, because when things like that happen, there's no other explanation for Hanze could whiff that bad. It must be breaks a god.
Yeah, he must be,
That's actually
the force of nature.
Yeah. So 1 minute in, still 0-0. Once again, for anybody who just tuned in, this is now an elimination game for Sphere Factor. If they lose this game, they are out of the playoffs. So they're going to have to do everything possible. Bonsai, meanwhile, ahead 2. His rolling bomb just went out, so they're going to have to rely on some good blocks to allow him to get in and cap. And the blocks look like they're
he's going to get him. Wow.
Nice. Good job by Chris Ball and Anze, showing what got them to a number 1 seed. Nice blocks in base, allowing Bonsai to walk it in. Nice regrab train here for Sphere Factor early. Nice to see them in control of
Yeah,
this this third
I
game.
think this is one of those maps where if you get a regrab train established, it's really hard to stop, and you have to kind of get risky to take it out.
Yeah, and Punster really patient there waiting for pups, so he's able to get a juke juice. He's going to re-up his juke juice, and may have cost him a grab there, but he does manage to grab, and a little bit of a traffic jam there with Chris Ball as he tries to get out. Meanwhile, no risky grabs so far on the other side of the map. The Bad News Balls opting to wait until they get a reset before they try to do anything risky here. Good strat.
Chris Ball's getting a sneaky koala on the bottom there, past nobody. But it was a good try, I think it
That's a good
worked
idea.
out
I liked the
in the
idea.
beginning.
So Chris Ball gated by Grow Gamer.
Gated.
Telling you,
Fatality.
that's how I want to go out in life. Just I want to boost into a gate, but it has to be like a colored gate. Like it can't be like a
Yeah,
fence.
of course.
I'm not gonna boost
Of
into
course,
a
yeah.
fence. So Punster with an opportunity. Oh,
Oh
tried to
man.
wait for the blocks, but Break just wouldn't have that. He said, "No, you," and then
He
he
said nope.
said, "Nope." Chuck Testa. So Chris Ball gonna grab and misdirect Go Gamer a little bit. He's out and looks like he might be forced to come one here. He's gonna get into base, but with that TagPro, I don't think nothing's gonna come of that. And the Bad News Balls managed to get a reset, so that long regrab train is over. Sphere Factor's still up 1-0 though, so BNB gonna have to try to do something here to get themselves back in this
Punster
game if they want
taking
to
Chris
sweep.
Ball's boost there
What a jerk,
to
right?
no avail. Wow.
What a
But
jerk.
what was I gonna say? Oh, I think it's good. Um, for Bad News Balls, having that regrab established and them only getting one cap, only allowing one cap for Sphere Factor.
Oh,
I think that's an
absolutely. I mean,
accomplishment.
it's nice to know, hey guys, we can be down by 1 or whatever, and we're still in this game. We're not down by 5. We're not,
Yeah.
we're not out of it. We weathered the storm, and there's still almost 6 minutes left to go, so they can very easily get themselves back in this. Especially with 2 Sphere Factor down fighting for a pup. If Girl Gamer can't quite get out there, but he would have been ahead of 3 if he could have got out just a little bit faster. And we have a reset, both flags back in base.
Punster's gonna try and wreak havoc here and
Oh,
my
nice.
god,
Just
the
splitting
split.
nipple fart and break. Oh, Punster is going to be happy no matter what happens today after having done that. So the blocks are there. Not quite there. Break able to chase him down. But they do have a regrab train going once again. Looks like Punster is going to be able to go reset up again. And if, break. I'm kind of wondering if they're thinking at some point about.
Oh my gosh, Nipple, get on the flag.
Yeah, I cannot believe that occurred.
Yeah, it honestly probably shouldn't have. That was, yeah.
So Sphere Factor firmly in control now. This game, 3 caps to 0 with 4.5 minutes to go. So a little bit of counter punch, still some fight left in our number 1 seeds. Good to see. We definitely want to see a nice competitive match today. Punster
Yeah, I
able to
like
grab.
competition.
You do?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean,
That's good.
Oh, Nipple.
So Nipplefar trying to figure out where to position herself, and
Nipple.
she had the right angle, and then
Nipple.
she kind of juked herself there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my god.
It was like a self juke. So the blocks are very real. Chris Paul's gonna be able to lock this in. Anze and Bonsai are just doing anything they want now in their base. They're literally doing anything they want.
Like literally.
Like they can just be like, I want $1 million, and they get $1 million. Like it's that fucking crazy.
Oh, there we go.
In their base, but only in their own base.
Yeah.
So Chris Paul's out ahead of 3. Grill Gamer does not seem to realize it in time and is nowhere near the flag. So this game is well out of hand now with 3.5 minutes left to go. It looks pretty clear that Sphere Factor is going to find a way to get themselves on the match board here. See, now I'm torn because I kind of want to see Bad News Balls win this match because I want Tantra to eat a sock. But then part of me doesn't want that to happen because then
Yeah.
he'll die and we'll have one less awful commissioner and that'll be more
Yeah.
work for me.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I mean,
it's sort of a mixed bag.
it's it's a valid thought process.
Yeah, I think so.
Bad news balls with the reset.
Yeah, if you're the bad news balls, you've proven that you can win against this team. You're up 2 games to nothing right now. You got to just try to focus on just playing well for the rest of this game.
Yeah.
And just you're obviously not trying to win this game anymore, but you just don't want to play well. You want to have some positive momentum going into game 4.
Yeah, exactly.
So Punster getting surrounded a bit here, but still alive. Break finally able to get the return with a little bit of good contain there by the rest of his bad news balls teammates. Yeah. Chris Ball made that fatal mistake of waiting on the boost too long and then having to return from it, so got himself in a situation you just literally can't get out of. Less than 2 minutes left to go in game 3. The bad news balls currently ahead 2 games to nothing, but it does look like Sphere Factor is going to be able to get themselves on the board. They'll be down 2 games to 1 in our best of 5 series. Missed
Chris Ball winning a TagPro
boost
mid.
a little bit.
Oh, Chris Ball with the lawnmower.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of grabbing pups, but just again from a decision-making standpoint, there has to be a certain point where you say it's more important for me to help with this possession than it is for me to get a pup. Now, when you're ahead 5-0, maybe it's not the most important thing on your mind, but certainly in that other game where Bonsai went to go get that left pup and it gave up the winning cap, it certainly is a consideration.
Yeah.
So Misty should be able to get out here ahead of 3. If there was ever an opportunity for a cap in this... Oh, Girl Gamer, get out of his way, please! He's ahead of 3, please! Please! Girl Gamer, please.
Clicks.
Plixie plots.
Chris Ball with the Flaccid.
Quick 1-2 Flaccid over in the Bad News Balls home base. Chris Ball able to grab another TagPro. I have to say it again. Girl Gamer, please.
Girl Gamer, please.
Superman for Chris Ball. And pretty sure he's just going to get in there and fuck shit up. I don't know.
I mean, there's, it's possible. Possibility.
So he's
Break killing
still
himself.
kind of ahead of 3. Oh, that was a nice boost by Punster. Nice boost block there. Literally giving him a free walk-in. Now, Chris Ball had a rolling bomb, so it was a cap anyway, but that was pretty, though. Awful pretty.
Oh, Nipple almost getting it.
So a 6-0 win for Sphere Factor as they land a counterpunch finally and get themselves back into this match. Bonsai with 1 cap and 14 returns, and Chris Ball with 4 caps and almost 3 minutes of hold. Punster also with almost 3 minutes of hold. And
Bonsai with those decaps.
Bonsai did some things. He had some returns, I guess. He's on the board too. He's on the board too.
Yeah.
So now 2 games to 1 in favor of Bad News Balls. So again, if we talked about this earlier, if Sphere Factor finds a way to win this game 4 and get themselves into a game 5, do you kind of start to give the edge back to the number 1 team? Or I think this is this is a must-win for Bad News Balls. They have to be focused on winning here. If they can win here, they win. If they go to a game 5, psychologically, it's just, wow, is that tough? All right, so thanks to everybody joining our Twitch chat. We have 65 viewers. Appreciate your time this evening with Ghost and I watching this. We appreciate watching this exciting game. Who would have thought? Wow. Who would have predicted this match?
Who would have thunk it, right?
Like this. I wish I was drinking tonight. I don't have it.
Oh, yes.
Alcohol would be great, I know.
I think we might have to grab some drinks in between games here.
Dude, I can't have beer anymore.
I don't even like beer. Wait, why can't you have beer anymore? What?
I'm on my diet, dude. I can't have any beer.
Right.
Remember?
Right.
Now I could go get some bourbon.
Bourbon?
That's legit. I can have that.
Old people drink bourbon, plus.
Dude, you're so wrong. Oh my god. Dude.
I couldn't be more wrong.
10 years from now, you're going to come back in time in a time machine that you built specifically to come and slap yourself in the face for having said that. Bourbon is outstanding. And what you need to do, here's what you need to do right now. What you need to do right now is find your way to the store, unless, wait, how old are you, Ghost? You're 21, right?
I'm 21. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Go to the store, and there's a lot of bourbons. Some of them aren't going to agree with you right away because you're kind of new to bourbon since you think it's stupid. So I'm going to have you go grab a bottle of Maker's Mark. Now, Maker's Mark is not necessarily
I
the
actually have
best
some
bourbon.
Maker's Mark
Do you have some
downstairs.
Maker's Mark right now?
Oh yeah.
You should go pour yourself, a couple fingers of Maker's Mark, and I'll go get some Maker's 46, which I have in the other
See,
room, which I really shouldn't do
I don't
because
know. I don't know.
somebody should be here
I'm
to
not
show the games.
really a drinker. Like when I do drink, it's like, the mixed drinks because I'm a girl, but
That's cool. What's your favorite
like vodka cranberry or vodka lemonade, it's pretty good.
vodka
Um,
lemonade?
I like vodka though, and I
You
like
like Cosmos?
no, I don't like
Do you like
Cosmos.
drinks that have like little chunks of fruit, like
No,
like
that's
an
gross.
orange
That's
peel or
just
something?
nasty.
No.
No, that's too much there.
How about some sangria? We
No,
can get you
definitely
some
not.
sangria, some nice high-heeled shoes, a lounge chair, and we'll just put you out in the
No,
sun, and you can just live it up girl style. How's that sound?
vodka Coke. I was gonna go Coke and rum, but I mean, vodka Coke is fine too.
What's our Twitch chat think about? So vodka Coke is the jam.
Yeah.
Death Pickle has been smoking pills like every day. That's pretty impressive. So it looks like we are launching, so I'm going to have to wait on that drink, unfortunately. What a thrilling match so far. 8 seed up 2-1 against the 1 seed. Sphere Factor undefeated up until this point in the season. What a shock this would be if they lose here.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a David and Goliath moment for the Bad News Balls. I think they need to come out with a win in this game. And
Ghost, that's a cliche. There's no cliches on
you're a
Ranger Radio.
cliche, you know that?
Your mom's a cliche, okay?
Oh, right.
Oh, burn! The mom's got involved. All right, so 2 rolling bombs and a juke juice, and we're off. Moon Ghost has the inside track to that RB, but it takes the wrong angle, kind of, and Bonsai gets it, but it's diffused. Grill Gamer also with a rolling bomb, so we'll see what kind of wreckage can occur. I just want to see Tantra eat the sock. At this point, I've decided that his long-term health consequences are not really my problem. It's not my fault that he said that, and I want to see him eat the sock now. Girl Gamer managing to stay alive, but not long enough. Anze following and getting a nice quick rebound return. For those who just joined us, what I'm commenting on, Tantry said he would eat a sock if the Bad News Balls beat the Sphere Factor favorites today. So some of us just care more about seeing weird freak things like that than others, I guess.
Pepe Sylvia 96 using their Ranger language, saying it is literally disgusting. Talking about some cognac and Sprite.
Cognac? Did you literally say cognac?
I literally said cognac.
Okay. So did you say that because you wanted to be funny, or did you say that because you just don't know how you pronounce that word?
No, it's cognac. That's how you pronounce it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So Grill Gamer with a little bit of TagPro protection here, trying to sneak past his own teammate and can't quite do it, and then Bonsai sneaks in. So Punster with a possible opportunity. Moon Ghost still with the TagPro, but it is now out. So the opportunities are real here, but not real enough getting returned. But we're back to that same regrab train we started to see at the end of Game 3. Chris Ball patiently waiting for Punster to get back on re. Bad News Balls not doing anything risky here with their grabs.
Are these teams both Radius teams?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, snap!
Why?
I'm just saying.
That's an interesting question. So Chris Ball's going to be able to go Flag Pro here, and another Tag Pro is mid. Looks like April Fool's going to go chase this down. Chris Ball sneaking past the one tile space next to the gate. And April Fool's going to wreck his dreams here with this Tag Pro, and he does. Punster is going to be able to grab a rolling bomb, and oh wow, this looks like an opportunity for Sphere Factor if I ever saw one. The blocks are pretty substantial here.
Oh!
Punster able to just jam it in. Nice job. 1-0 lead for Sphere Factor.
He literally just jammed it in.
He just literally jammed it in.
Just literally. That's what she said. Jammed it in.
literally what she
but that's
said.
okay.
It's
Yeah,
literally
no,
what
it
she
literally
said.
is. It literally is.
I know, right? So Chris Paul looks like he's going to go boost, but Girl Gamer stopping that dream with some good button play. So Chris Paul behind 4, Punster securely on regrab. And the blocks look like they're real. Can Break do anything to wreck this here?
Nope. I think he actually made it a little
He
worse.
might have made it a little worse. Yeah, if Girl Gamer doesn't get out of base here, then.
Oh.
But nice job by Girl
What
Gamer
a
getting out of
G.
base. Moon Ghost going to go grab a TagPro. Both flag carriers dancing around mid. Both teams with regrab now. So really anything could happen in this game. 1-0 in favor of Sphere Factor in game 4. Bad News Ball's up 2-1. What I have to assume is going to be one of the more thrilling NLTP matchups. Not what anyone would have predicted coming into this game. Girl Gamer, can he do it? Yeah, he's going to stay alive. He's in no hurry. I kind of feel like everybody's kind of in no hurry now with all the chasing, you know.
Yeah.
Boombox is one of those maps, though.
I think if Sphere Factor wins this one, we should up the ante a little bit, and say that if Sphere Factor wins this matchup, then Grill Gamer should change his name to Griddle Gamer.
Oh, burn.
Oh.
I'm not sure I get that, actually. Can you explain?
You don't know what a griddle is? Please, Ranger, please.
Like a griddle,
A griddle,
make pancakes
like a
on?
flat grill. It's like a flat grill, yeah.
I mean, I
How do you
get
not
it.
know that?
No, I know what a griddle is, but like, I'm just not getting
Because
why
his name
that's
is
even a thing.
Grill Gamer.
Oh, an opportunity here. Chris
Grill.
Paul all alone on that flag tile, but April Fool able to get there in his way. Now Chris Paul's going to have to take a lap. How about like Grill Gambler?
We could do that, yeah.
Yeah, that's not funny either. I'm sorry.
No,
Wasn't
it's
even a
not,
good
yeah.
idea.
You should probably just stop.
I regret saying that. All right, so April Fool is struggling to figure out how to get out of base here, but Break doing a good job protecting that button. And April Fool's still alive. Break providing some nice blocks. So an opportunity here for Bad News Balls to get on the board. Can they do it? No, they can't do it.
No, they can't do it.
Negatory. But Grill Gamer is going to be out ahead of 2 here. This is a nice opportunity for them. The blocks, no.
In the return here, oh,
Nice.
they did it.
He just sneaks in. The timing on that was impeccable. That did not look like it was going to be a cap, but he was on that flag tile just barely for just long enough for that return to come and manages to cap there. So Bad News Balls have tied it up. Meanwhile, Punster coming into base. Grill Gamer with the clutch return there. That could have been a counter cap. Seemingly no one wanted to get that rolling bomb. Now Break, I guess, has changed his mind. Anze also getting a rolling bomb, so. And Anze gets diffused. Meanwhile,
Break
Break
with a nice
just,
boost around
yeah, just
Punster.
leaves Punster behind. But Punster manages to get his revenge. And once again, the blocks are in place. April Fool has to not get you. Oh, he got juked. That's not good. April Fool.
He got juked again. No, God.
He certainly made the April Fool out of him. Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, Ranger, just no.
Because it's still April. You know, we talked earlier about.
Oh, I get
remember?
it.
Yeah. So Break staying in front of Chris Paul, not letting him get that rolling bomb. Wow, anyone's game. Season on the line. If the Bad News Balls can find a way to cap and get themselves in the lead, won't that be an exciting end to this game?
Oh, wow. Break is going to be out with a rolling bomb, unscathed. Still intact. Oh my God.
Break just weaving his way through
Break.
Anze and Bonsai, and his rolling bomb runs out at just the wrong time. But he does a good job recovering there, staying alive. Meanwhile, there's a TagPro over there in the blue base, which looks like Chris Paul is going to grab and go flag pro with. Although on a map like this where I wouldn't say clearing out base is really such a thing.
Oh my God, Break juking Anze into a spike.
This hold by Break is just interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Finally comes to an end with a kiss, but nice job there. Good jukes. What's great about this game is no matter who wins or loses it, both teams, every player has had their moment where they've done something really cool against the other team. You know, a great juke, a great return.
Oh, here's an opportunity.
Oh,
no,
not quite. And now a possible counter cap. Bonze out way ahead, and Break lets him get the rolling bomb. But April Fool winds up diffusing it pretty quickly. Grill Gamer out of base again. But yeah, Bad News Balls, they had an opportunity there. that it didn't quite go their way. I mean, it was good play by Sphere Factor, good offensive D, but wow. We can truly say no matter who wins this, both teams here today had opportunities.
Oh, definitely.
A much more even match than we would have expected. And, really interesting after Bad News Balls winning the first couple of games, Sphere Factor comes back with a 6-0 game. So it's not like there was really any domination here either way. Both teams, taking turns punching and counterpunching. Moon Ghost getting gated by Bonsai, so a little unfortunate when you have a rolling bomb. That's kind of the one way you don't want to die. Although I
Yeah.
do like boosting into gates, as I mentioned earlier. I think that's
Yes, you do.
the way I want to go out. Grill Gamer's still alive. Minute and a half left to go in this game. And correct me if I'm wrong, if this game ends in a tie, then we will see a sudden death golden cap just for game 4. So it would be a golden cap situation just to settle who won game 4, which would also be very exciting because, again, the Bad News Balls would have an opportunity to eliminate their opponent.
Oh, yeah.
Golden cap.
Okay, Grill needs return here. He's going to get it himself with a kiss.
So Anze was playing anti there against Moon Ghost and appears to have succeeded now that Chris Ball's there to join him and put some blocks in place. But Grow Gamer able to chase down the flag carrier for a nice return. So we see that regrab train again for Sphere Factor. Yeah, just get that button for. There you go. Good teamwork. So Bonsai is going to get out ahead of 1, get out of 2, back behind 2,
Nope.
and puts the brakes on that drive.
Oh, good one. Careful there, Ranger. For a second, people are going to start to think you're Punster.
Oh no.
Oh,
I think it's
no.
BBQ. He's rubbing off on me. We did a stream earlier. Chris
Gotcha.
Ball using that same nice boost against Break that Break used earlier. But yeah, the puns are pretty bad. So 12 seconds left. Punster trying to end this story with a Cinderella ending for Sphere Factor, but just doesn't happen. So this game is over for the moment. It's going to go to a golden cap. So again, if Sphere Factor wins the golden cap, they will have won game 4 and will go to game 5. If the Bad News Balls win the golden cap, they will have won the entire series and will be advancing in the playoffs. See what our Twitch viewers have to say. So everybody's excited for OT, 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 OT. Time Boy saying, wow, very insightful comments. Pepe Sylvia, cognac is pronounced cognac. It is not cognac. Don't feel bad that Ghost doesn't know things. He
No,
can't
I
help
know.
it.
I know.
He just doesn't know things. It's part of his charm. Not knowing things is kind of his thing. And
I mean, it's obviously working, so.
it's working for him. Yeah, I mean, he's getting through life this way.
Oh yeah.
Who are you to judge, right? Right, Twitch chat. Who are you to judge?
Who is anyone to judge?
Don't judge. Noah TagPro here for the hype. Thank you, Noah, for joining us. Although, doesn't Noah's Ark have a game or something? Did that already happen? I don't know what any of the scores are. And what else do we have going on? Death Pickle here for the beer, which is unfortunate because I don't have any beer, and I'm not even commenting on beer today, and I should be because it's like my thing that I do during my streams. I could pretend to comment on a beer. I could do it pretty well.
Oh,
I don't really
wow,
need a beer to comment on beer.
This Stone IPA is actually really fantastic.
Is it the Enjoy By?
Yeah.
Yeah, Enjoy By is one of their better offerings. Because it has a date on it.
Stormcrow. Who's Stormcrow? By EJVI, whatever you say there.
All right, so a lot of folks indicating that they believe. Yes, that's correct, Envy. If Sphere Factor wins this golden cap, it would be a 2-2 game, and we would go to game 5. Stone Russian Imperial. So Death Pickle, my favorite Imperial Stout right now is Founder's Imperial Stout. It's like a 10.5 ABV, but you wouldn't know it. You drink it, and it does not have any of the sort of alcohol heat that you would expect from a beer of that ABV. It's smooth. I have like a shit ton of it in my closet that I can't drink because I'm on a fucking diet, because Ranger needs to lose some weight and shit, so he can go back out and meet more ladies because he broke up with his girlfriend a few months ago. This is getting really depressing, Ghost. Help me. Ghost, help me.
What?
Ghost, please.
Plus.
Ghost Bliss. All right, looks like they are quasi about to launch. Launch. Yeah, we're gonna go. It's real. We're going. OT, guys. The most exciting moment in all of competitive Novice League TagPro, the Golden Cap OT. So we are back in game. And no Tag Pros on the map. We have a Juke Juice mid and then a Juke Juice and Rolling Bob on their respective bases. So at least this Golden Cap isn't going to come down to somebody getting 2 Tag Pros.
1.
Once again, Sphere Factor is on red and the Bad News Balls are on blue. Grill Gamer able to get that mid power up. Winds up being a Juke Juice. Moon Ghost with a Rolling Bomb. So the power up advantage so far in favor of the Bad News Balls, but again, no Tag Pros to be seen in this first round. First cap here wins, so definitely a map where some of the regrab strats might be a little different. Moon Ghost, nice job stalling there, getting past Bonsai temporarily at least. Bonsai eventually getting the last laugh. Bad News Balls doing a good job of keeping everybody away from that flag.
Oh, nice gate there.
Yeah, Grill Gamer, you know, you're in that situation where you're trying to boost through the gate and you want your teammates to time it out with you, but sometimes you go a split second too early or too late and you get gated, and that's what happened to him there. Boosting into a gate though, good way to go out. So Moon Ghost coming into base, behind 4 again, so he's gonna have to do something. Another round of pups,
so he's gonna
go flag pro. And there's a Rolling Bomb on the other end of the map. Looks like Grill Gamer is just gonna probably take this on re. He's probably just gonna tell Moon Ghost to jam it in there, let him get re. That's what I would do here. Yep, that's what he does. So he's going to respawn with that Tag Pro, and this could work out. This could be the season. Oh my God!
Yeah, I think Moon Ghost probably could have.
They had all
stayed and helped out there.
God, they had all the opportunities there. They had a Rolling Bomb and everything in that play was executed perfectly, except for at the very last step. The timing was just not there. The blocks weren't there. They tried to sack into the Tag Pro at the wrong time. Oh, man. And now Sphere Factor, Bonsai with the flag, and he's going to have to fight off the whole team here. He's probably going to take a lap. Pups are spawning soon, so I wouldn't be surprised if he circles back to mid and hopes for a Rolling Bomb or something. Meanwhile, April Fool guarding that boost probably doesn't want to let him do that. And there is a Rolling Bomb, and he's going to get it. April Fool got off that boost. So here's the opportunity. Bonsai, oh, wow. He's going to have to cut back. Meanwhile, Anze is able to get a Tag Pro. Oh, man, this is all starting to look really bad for the Bad News Balls. Moon Ghost having to stay alive here a lot longer than he wants to. And he's
not going to.
Oh, wow. And the Tag Pro is out.
Yep.
And Break gets himself out of base. Wow, what a good job by the Bad News Balls staying alive in a dangerous situation there. So both teams have had opportunities to win this early. So it looks like Grill Gamer is going to have a nice uncontested regrab, and Moon Ghost is already on re. Chris Ball on re on the other side, so could be a while before we see anything dramatic happen here. But another round of pup spawning soon, so who knows?
Ooh, Bonsai pixeling a spike there.
Yeah, Bonsai's shown an impressive ability to carry the flag. You know, I think most defenders, you know, would envy the ability to be able to make some of the moves that he's made today. So both flag carriers trying to go for pups. Looks like Grill Gamer was considering going for a Tag Pro, but lets Bonsai get it. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Chris Ball was able to grab a Rolling Bomb. So he's out ahead of 2, and he goes 1, and winds up not being the right decision. Break able to slow him down. Meanwhile, Bonsai with the Tag Pro in base. Yeah, Punster out ahead of 3. Grill Gamer, he gets tagged. This could be all it for game 4, and it is. So Sphere Factor manages to win the Golden Cap overtime in game 4. So just as a recap here, first game goes to Bad News Balls 3-2. Second game goes to Bad News Balls 2-1. Third game, a 6-0 blowout for Sphere Factor. And the fourth game goes to a Golden Cap overtime, which is won by Sphere Factor. Both teams having opportunities here. Both teams playing well, but ultimately we're here. It is game 5 of our 5-game series. Are you hype? Ghost, are you hype? Ghost.
Did you hear me?
No, I didn't
Did you
hear
hear me?
you.
Oh,
Why do
sorry.
we do
Let me
why
yell
do we
it.
do this thing? Okay, remember earlier where I said I say things and then you say things?
No, I said something though. That's the thing.
I think you said
Maybe
it to yourself.
maybe it's because I was typing a message because I have a USC game after this. But
Well, your
yeah,
USC game is just gonna have to
dude,
wait
I'm so
because
hyped.
this is the
Basically.
most important thing in TagPro.
Oh, I
I
know.
am
Yeah, of
going
course.
to tree this again.
So hyped. So hyped. Death Pickle. Aardvark saying in chat, Moon Ghost kissed Tag Pro. I'm pretty sure he's talking about the opportunity by Bad News Balls with the Tag Pro in base, and 3 guys popped themselves on him instead of the Tag Pro just kissing him. That most definitely probably would have been the best outcome here.
What else are they saying in the Twitch chat?
They're saying Ranger let me commentate. They're saying I don't know, a bunch of yeses and nos, and we love ghosts kind of thing.
Yeah, they probably didn't say any of that. I don't
No,
believe
they did, yeah.
No, I'm looking at the Twitch chat right now and
No, it's there. You have to scroll up a little bit.
Guaranteed no one has ever said that in life.
No, you gotta scroll up.
Yeah, we're gonna get some more viewers because this is just crazy.
So crazy.
And I even indicated the Nitree message. This is just crazy. You know, some people know this, not everybody, but I actually have the forbidden power in Mumble known as forestry. I can send all the trees. Like literally all of them.
Literally all of them are?
Like literally all of them.
Okay, yeah.
Alright guys, so it's time for the prediction. We're here, game 5. We talked about this earlier in the stream. If you're the number 1 team and you're down 2 games and then you manage to win in game 3 and win in game 4, is momentum on your side now? Do you feel confident? You know that you're the number 1 team. You've been undefeated all year. Do you feel like you're going to come back and win? Or does LeBron wind up being right in his prediction that the Bad News Balls win it in 5? What do you guys say? So it looks like Ash indicating Bad News Balls will win. E just excited, just hype, just generally hype.
He's just general, yeah.
EJ Vin,
Also,
Sphere
shout out
Factor,
to
got
Ash
this.
saying hi.
Yeah, hi Ash.
Ash, we know that you love the Ghost Ranger commentary, so we won't have to hold you to saying that in chat.
Nakoba and Ash having some sort of a lovey-dovey thing in chat. I'm not even sure what that's even about.
Yeah.
This isn't even really the place or time for your forbidden love, but by all means, please. We have no standards on Ranger Radio. 86 viewers, thank you for joining us. All right, so this is an exciting game. I really don't know what to predict here. Part of me wants to see Tantra eat a sock, like I've said numerous times. I don't really know what happens to a person when they eat a sock or even really how you go about eating it, so it's really more of a mystery for me. But like I said earlier, I think when you're the number 1 team and you come back from a 2-0 deficit to tie up a series and you go into a decisive game 5, even though there's no home court here and there's no home fans, I feel like the whole house is cheering for Sphere Factor at this point to come back and show why they're the number 1 team. And this is again a situation, Ghost, where I pause and you say things and then we do this sort of back and forth.
Sorry, I'm looking back at the Twitch chat, saying people need to be banned. So
who needs
just
to
thought
be
I'd
banned?
bring that to your attention. Tankage. We're banning tankage.
Who is tankage?
That's what we're doing.
I don't even know who that is.
Well, he's posting some pictures.
Well, I'm not going to click on those links.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't. Yeah.
I don't believe in clicking on links ever. Because every time you click on a link, it's a Rickwall. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
I actually had a really hard time graduating from college because I was afraid to click links my last year.
Really?
Yeah, I just didn't want to get Rickwalled, so I wasn't able to do the final exam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did extra credit, though. It was fine. I got there.
Yeah,
Graduated
that's good.
about 4 years later. It's no big deal. NBD. I got my degree. All right, looks like they might be launching soon, so we will have some hype TagPro soon. That's what's great about Novice League, guys. Anything can happen. Everybody's playing their heart out. I mean, this game is as exciting as any Majors or Minors game I've seen so far. So thanks everybody for joining us on this Tuesday night. Looks like we are getting started, so we'll switch back to our in-game view and see what kind of a pup situation we have on the map. So this is game 5. Once again, this is a 10-minute game, and if it's tied, we would go to the hypest possible thing, which would be a golden cap for game 5, which would be insane.
That would be literally insane.
It would be literally like insane.
3,
yeah,
2, 1.
Nobody has a super good spawn for mid, so looks like Grill Gamer might be able to get it. He does. He gets a TagPro. Misty able to grab a rolling bomb. Just want to point out from a lineup standpoint for the Bad News Balls, we have Grill Gamer, Misty, April Fool, and Break-In now, and the Sphere Factor in blue still with the exact same lineup they've used all day. Anze, Chris Ball, Bonsai, and Punster. So Misty's going to get out. Makes a nice move against Punster and manages to get into base, with Chris Ball playing good offensive D, well positioned to get that return. So it's the Bad News Balls with the early regrab train. Misty needs to get himself back on regrab and doesn't quite do it in time, so it looks like he's going to have a little bit of a harder time getting out. And Bonsai able to track him down. Nice job by Grill Gamer hitting both boosts. And here's an opportunity for the Bad News Balls early. Oh, Punster doing a good job grabbing, and Break just not able to track him down.
And getting out past 3.
Yeah, this could be a counter cap opportunity, but Misty does have a rolling bomb, so if he can just get out of base here, it looks like he will easily. April Fool able to get there to stop that threat. Chris Ball with the juke juice. Gonna sneak past 2 himself and make that 3, but now he's gonna have to take a lap because there's 3 in front of him. No pups coming anytime soon. Still got about 20 seconds on those, so both of these flag carriers just trying to stay alive. And Grill Gamer manages to. Only being chased by 1 right now. Now Chris Ball joining the chase. Meanwhile, Anze goes back to base, but again has to fight 3. So far we've seen situations where it looks like Sphere Factor has grabbed and gotten themselves back to their own base, but there's 3 balls in front of them, and they're kind of maybe going to base a little bit too early. Break able to grab a rolling bomb mid. April Fool waiting for right. It's a little bit late, so he's having to wait a little longer than he expected to. Meanwhile, Grill Gamer getting himself contained. Punster with the TagPro, so Break is no longer going to benefit from the rolling bomb. Has to try to make a nice move there against Bonsai, but Grill Gamer was kind of boosting towards him and took away one of his dimensions of possible travel. Ghost, any comment on the match?
It's going well. I think I'm still trying to get the Twitch chat, kind of somewhat contained.
You're getting the Twitch chat under control?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any power, so I can't really do that. But
you can't really do that.
But I'm working on it.
All right, good job. So
yeah.
Chris Ball is gonna go and camp out for left pup, and he's hoping to be rewarded with something he can use. Meanwhile, Grill Gamer with the TagPro doing his best to try to protect Break against Bonsai's luring threat. But Chris Ball does get a rolling bomb, and Grill Gamer manages to get that gate, so a lot of the time spent there getting that rolling bomb kind of wasted. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, we have a little bit of a duel around the gate and a return there as well. So Bonsai able to grab a TagPro. Meanwhile, he's going to go try to clear out base. Chris Ball is going to have a huge challenge. Yeah, he's going to have to figure out how to get around 3. And Bonsai, yeah, he comes out to come help him, but maybe a little bit too late. Meanwhile, April Fool grabs, and he's going to get out.
He's
a little bit of a deviation in strategy there. Up until now, they've been opting not to grab when their flag's up, but April Fool manages to grab and get out, and that allows
we do have pups spawning soon as well.
Absolutely. Break takes an interesting route there to get a good return. Punster is going to immediately go grab a rolling bomb in red base. 5.5 minutes, still scoreless.
Yeah, I think this game is really well played by both teams. It's going to be a death match. It's going to come down to the final minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it just really feels like this game is going to go to whichever team doesn't make that one mistake. That one mistake
exactly.
that's going to kill the season for somebody, you know.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to make one critical mistake. So Anze able to grab a rolling bomb, and Grill Gamer needs to get himself out of the way here, otherwise Anze could have an opportunity. Nice job by Grill Gamer getting himself ahead of 3. Break waiting for mid pop and gets a juke juice, which he's going to use to try to chase down Chris Ball. It works out for him. Meanwhile, Bonsai finally going out there and getting regrab. So Punster is going to be able to grab a juke juice, but Grill Gamer swoops in with a nice snipe. Meanwhile, Bonsai out ahead of 2. Break grabbing Re. Yeah, both teams just doing a good job of grabbing, getting out of base, and just evading the tag for a while, and both teams doing a good job of getting regrabs. So really no huge opportunities for either team so far, just a very conservative defensive match. Misty making some nice moves against Chris Ball mid. Just over 4 minutes left to go in Game 5, the decisive Game 5 of our 5-game series.
Yeah, I kind of like this NLTP playoff structure with the 5 games.
Yeah, it's like a little more exciting, you know.
It is. It gives both teams kind of a more of an opportunity to kind of show what they have instead of just one team getting lucky and scoring 100 caps in one half and then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I like the idea that every time the game starts at 0-0. You know, there's no.
Yeah.
So Chris Ball is going to be able to walk all the way back. There was no regrab in place for the Bad News Balls. So Chris Ball is going to score first in this match. Now Bonsai out ahead of 2. Misty needs to get out of base here. This is dangerous. Grill Gamer back on Re. And in a duel with Anze. Anze wins that duel, able to 1v1 contain him against the wall.
Oh, Break's going to be out past 3 here.
Break. No.
Oh, what a corner.
No, Break had to stay alive there. Otherwise, Chris Ball would have been able to walk right in and cap there. And it still may happen. Looks like Chris Ball might be thinking about grabbing that rolling bomb if he can get past April Fool, but doesn't manage to do it. Break able to grab a TagPro mid. Still a 1-0 game in favor of the number 1 seed, Sphere Factor, in Game 5, trying to show everybody why they're the number 1 seed, coming back from a 2-game deficit to tie things up and play this decisive game. Meanwhile, Anze is trying to figure out some way back to base, but with 3 Bad News Balls in front of him, just going to be a challenge. And he eventually gets tracked down. 2 minutes left to go. Bad News Balls have to do something to salvage the Cinderella story here.
The Cinderella story? What a title, am I right?
They put on that glass slipper, and it fit a little bit too well. They wound up coughing up their 2-game lead. 2-minute warning here.
Yeah, Bad News Balls definitely need to make something happen here in these last couple minutes. So.
Yeah, they need to go ham. Am I right?
Oh, they need to go way ham.
They need to go way ham.
They need to go the hammest.
Like, I don't think they could brine their pork any more than they need to do right now.
Yeah.
So Punster able to grab a TagPro in his own base, and he's going to walk that into the Bad News Balls base. And April Fool does not want to be tagged, so Punster is going to be able to provide Chris Ball with a TagPro escort and manages to kill off 2 of their opponents, but the TagPro dies before he can make it number 3. So Chris Ball tries something kind of risky here. Almost works, but not enough. Break winds up getting there.
Oh, so April Fool almost grabbing that reset.
1 minute left to go. Punster with the flag. Sphere Factor up 1-0. Nice job by Break, but yeah, Bad News Balls need to do something. They've got about 3 or 4 possible grabs left, and that would be their season if they don't manage to do something here. I want to see them cap here because I want us to go to the Gold cap. That would be really, really, really hype.
Yeah.
But yeah, Anze and Bonsai just doing a great job locking down base. They seem to have regained their composure, and they don't want to let anybody grab.
Yeah, I think this is a situation where you have to show your team can kind of perform under pressure, but not get too, antsy
15,
about it.
15 seconds left. Misty gets tagged.
This
Grill
is going to
Gamer
be game.
has, this might be the last possible grab opportunity for Grill Gamer, and he's against 2 here, and he doesn't have time to
That's going to
get
be
there.
game.
That is going to be
2,
game. What a thrilling
1.
matchup. Sphere Factor coming back from 2 games down. It was a Cinderella story, and they come back and counterpunch hard in game 3, 6-0. Game 4 goes to a golden cap, a situation where the Bad News Balls had an opportunity. They had a TagPro in base, they had a rolling bomb, they had opportunities to advance and knock Sphere Factor out of the playoffs, but they just couldn't quite close the deal. Sphere Factor fights back, able to win game 4, and then a fairly routine game 5 leading to a Sphere Factor win. So just a very exciting matchup. Sphere Factor, the number 1 seed, still undefeated this season. I don't know if you really want to count the playoff games. I don't know. They lost some playoff games, but they're undefeated in all their matches this season. Let's put it that way. So we'll hope to get some interviews. I'm going to ask our captains to come for an interview.
All right, Ranger. I actually have a USC match, so I'm going to go do that.
No problem.
Thanks for streaming, man. It was
absolutely.
awesome.
Thanks for commenting with me. Everyone, stay
Yeah, no
tuned.
problem.
We will get some interviews with our captains of each of our 2 teams, and we'll see who comes first. Captains plus. So, what do people think in the Twitch chat as far as how that game ended? Do you feel like Sphere Factor kind of did a little bit of the rope-a-dope there and, kind of had that strat all along? Or do you feel like something went terribly wrong for them in the first couple of games and they found a way to get back? Just looking at the Twitch chat real quick while we wait for our interviews. Moon Ghost should have kissed the Tag Pro, according to Aardvark74. You got X3. Looks like Cinderella lost her slippers. Wow, that's a burn. Mac Theroni asking, can we see Chris Ball's cap again? Unfortunately, no. I do not have high-tech things like instant replay. Want to thank our 134 viewers on Ranger Radio. Do appreciate you being here. And, all right, we have Anze and Honey Bear in channel, so I'm going to go ahead and pull in Honey Bear. You are live on Ranger Radio. Thank you very much for joining me. What can I say? Very exciting game. You guys were up 2-0 against the number 1 undefeated team, the Kentucky basketball of Novice League. And what happened?
Oh man, I'm in a whirl of emotions right now. I knew I had to do some scheming if we were gonna have a chance to win this game. And at the beginning, Girl Gamer was not on right away, so gave me a chance to see what I had. My secret weapon was Misty. I think you guys realize that real quick. He's been playing B team the whole season, but he practiced his butt off this week, and I liked what I saw. And him and Moon were clicking for a while, and we got off to that great start. They didn't know what hit them, and it's not like Fear Factor dominated the whole game. Like, went either way at the end there, especially with the golden cap. And that last game, very, very impressive turnout by both teams. I knew I had to play break the whole game. He saved our asses a couple times like usual, and I was just scheming the rest of the game with defense and offense, trying to figure out if we could just catch him off guard continually.
So, Honey Bear, I'd like to take you back to that 4th game. So, you guys were able to tie things up in game 4 and push it to a golden cap. And there was an opportunity where your team had a tag
No, we have
pro.
to talk about this?
Yeah, we have to talk about it. You had a tag pro and a rolling bomb, and just walk me through, as the captain, as you were watching that play, what went wrong there?
Well, I said that was it when I was watching it. I thought we won, and Mungos had a lapse in judgment. He told me afterwards, and he didn't. I think he thought his TagPro was about to run out, so he didn't make an attempt. And Grill Gamer was not able to adjust his direction correctly to get the cap. It
Yeah.
was it was that close.
Yeah. So going into game five, obviously when you come out swinging, you're the eighth seed. Nobody, no, I mean, outside of, I'm sure there's some people who believed in your team. I'm not saying nobody believed in you, but I'm just saying you're going up against the number one team, undefeated, and you manage to win game one, and then you come back in game two and manage to show that it's not a fluke. But then game three, you guys get kind of blown out. Game four, you lose, in a situation we just talked about where really either team had numerous chances to win that game, and, it's just heartbreaking. What do you tell your team going into game five?
Well, most of the season I've been kind of a hard ass on them. To be honest, I get a little intense when I'm coaching them, and me and Mace talked about it, and we realized that for the playoffs, I need to be calm and adjust how we coach them in between each game. So basically, I wrote a little message before the game about how it was our Super Bowl, and I went on this little rant, kind of like what Nads does for his teams. And in between the games, we just kept telling them, have fun. We got nothing to lose. Sphere Factor had everything to lose. They had everything to lose. They were undefeated. And I was like, hey guys, if we win, we win. That's amazing. If we lose, so what? They're undefeated. Um, so I just kind of gave them a message of optimism and calmness to try to ease their way.
So, Honey Bear, just one last question for you. Obviously, no one likes to see their season, come to an end, but you guys fought hard. What's your feeling about the season, or what's your favorite, moment, or surprise player? Just if you had to sum up the season in a few words, what would you say?
Oh man, I'm being a captain this season has been crazy for Novice League. It's so much harder than I thought it would be. Just teaching people how to play the game when you understand the game a certain way, and trying to get them to understand it the way you do. It's been a challenge. Me and Mace, we didn't expect that, and I'm just really proud of them. A lot of my team, they're kind of down the dumps the past few weeks. Honestly, we were missing Grill Gamer. We probably talked about that. We were
Yeah.
missing Danis tonight, um, and we had a surprise with Misty. It's probably the biggest surprise of the season, honestly. Um, he's been working his butt off, and I'm just really happy. I have a good group of people. Me and Mace drafted the way we wanted to draft. We wanted quality people, people with personality, and we enjoyed working with them the whole year.
Well, Honey Bear, I just wanted to really thank you for stopping by. I mean, I was really impressed with the way your team played, and just want to thank you again, and wish you and all of your players the best of luck. And I'm sure that a lot of the players in your team will be back in competitive Tag Pro next year. So thank you very much for stopping by. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
All right, so we will be moving on to Anze Kapitar, who is the captain of Sphere Factor. All right, Anze, you are live on Ranger Radio. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thanks for having me on.
So first off, congratulations in advancing in the playoffs. Outstanding performance today. You guys really showed that you have what it takes to take a couple of headshots and keep going.
Thanks a lot. A lot of captains, mainly Audie, actually has commented on my team how they've been clutch and been able to save last minute caps. You're actually gonna have to give me a second. I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. It was a rough game.
No problem, man. Take as many breaths as you need. I'll just say a few things. As a viewer, when you guys got beaten that first game, I was surprised. After the season that you guys had, regular season, 18-0-0. In the pregame, I talked about you guys as being like the Kentucky basketball of Novice League this year. Undefeated. Probably a clear front runner to just win it all and be able to maintain perfection. And then you guys come in game one and you get beat. And then you come in game two and you get beat again. And it shows that you're not invincible, that you're, a beatable team. And people started to wonder if the bad news balls were going to sweep you. What'd you do to keep your team grounded?
I can't say I did much to keep my team grounded. I have to say I have to give credit to my team for doing that, actually. I think my team managed to keep their composure and really hold in there, especially after the second game. When we were down 2 caps, you could feel the tension in our channel. You can feel Chris Ball starting to feel tense, but in the end our team was able to calm down. I think it's what made the third game really successful. The fact that we were able to calm down very well on our own, not just me helping calm down the team, but our entire team collectively working together to just take a deep breath and prepare ourselves for the next game. I think that just really helped our team. It helped push us forward.
Absolutely. So, game one, you guys lose. Game two, you guys lose. Game three, something looked different. You guys come back, you win 6-0. What did your team start to do differently in game three that showed why they were going to win the rest of this playoff series?
I guess we did do. If there is anything I say we did differently, it's power-up control. We started to take control of the TagPros, we started to take control of the rolling bombs, and we took advantage of our opportunities. In the first couple of games, we really weren't with it. I noticed our team wasn't communicating well. Our callouts were awful, honestly. Our defense was making some really stupid mistakes and over-pursuing. And in the third game, we really worked together to try and fix that.
Absolutely. So, want to talk about something. I discussed this with Honey Bear as well. Obviously, there was one pivotal play of this game that literally could have ended your season. It was during the golden cap overtime of game 4. They had a TagPro, they had a rolling bomb, and it looked over. But something happened. There was a couple mistakes made. They didn't cap, and you guys came back and won that golden cap. As a captain of the other team, walk me through how that felt while you were watching that play.
Well, I was the one making the play, so I honestly thought there that our season was over. I was legitimately afraid that our season was over. I took a deep breath and I realized that there was actually only one play I could make there that would actually keep us alive. And I feel like it was maybe a bit of luck. Maybe it was a bit of luck, but it just happened. I can't describe it. I think I was way too in the moment to actually remember how I felt.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you feel that it's more that the other team made a mistake, or do you feel that it's more that you made a great play?
Maybe a mixture of both. I think, if the rolling bomb took just an extra second to angle me off differently, it could have gone well for them. It could have been the cap that ended the series. But, I don't know, maybe I just positioned myself in time. I can't tell you. I'd have to go back and look at the replay.
So, you won game 4. You guys leveled the series 2-2. You're going into game 5. Do you feel confident?
I did not feel that confident. I was scared. I was scared shitless. I think honestly, going into game 5, I was wondering if it was even possible to complete that comeback, especially after how badly the first 2 halves felt. I thought we would go into game 5 a little bit cocky like we came into game 1, and then end up blowing it by 1 cap, but I guess we held our composure.
Well, all I've got to say, Anze, is that was a thrilling match. You may not realize this, but at our peak, we had about 140 viewers. So
oh, shit.
A lot of people were watching this, some of whom I don't even think are on Mumble. We were getting viewers from elsewhere. So I just wanted to let you know that these two teams played an amazing match tonight. You completed an awesome comeback. And I haven't been checking the other scores. I don't know who you guys are playing next round, whether that's determined yet or not. I don't know if you know. But
I don't have the slightest
I don't
clue.
know who you're going to be playing yet. But I wish you the best of luck, walking through the rest of the playoffs. I think you guys have a long road ahead, given how much trouble the 8 seed gave you guys tonight. It just shows that anybody in these playoffs probably has the talent to be able to, play any other team in these playoffs hard. So, I wish you guys the best of luck, and thanks a lot for letting me stream your game.
Thank you very much, Ranger.
All right.
Good luck in your future endeavors.
Oh, thanks. You too. So that'll do it for Ranger Radio. Thanks for everybody who stuck around for all the interviews. The game will be uploaded to YouTube. Usually takes a couple hours, so I'll post it in the wire as soon as it's on my YouTube archive. But thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. Have a great night.